Hello, my YouTube friends and fellow hashtag dot squatters. So, you probably have seen the news if you've been anywhere in the Lego community. And shout out to all those hashtag dot squatters. We've been strong for a couple years now, collecting dots, even though we're not the target demographic. But the sad news is that Lego Dots has been officially theme has been discontinued by the Lego Group, so no more dots. They're going to kind of sell them as normal through the end of the year. I think officially it'll be cut off in June, so they won't be making it anymore. And it's kind of like bittersweet. I think a couple things just as an observer and a collector of dots. By the way, I kind of wish I had everything dots, but then at the same time, I told myself I can't, right? Because there's so many themes, right? Castle that I love, Star Wars I'm a big fan of, so on and so forth. And there's so many other things to collect, CMFs, and the list goes on and on. Creator 3-in-1s, all that kind of stuff. So I had to draw the line somewhere, and the one thing is that I would say it's definitely I'm not the target demographic, and it was very apparent because they come out with like cheesy charms, and they've got the bracelets and the bag tags and like the Disney stuff, and it's just like, I get it, kind of. I'm not the market. I think there was kind of a miss. I feel like Lego did an amazing job with this theme in terms of the colors and how they release things, but then they just kind of missed that mark in terms of, is it really a great theme for mock designers? It's kind of a maybe. I think, I don't know if a lot of them just automatically said, hey, I need to get like multiple of these. This thing's $20, and you get 722 parts, which is good. But then again, it's the smallest parts that Lego makes with no printing, right? So, the value is kind of a maybe on it. And I'm sure that's something that Lego, in taking on the arts and craft industry, good luck to you. Like that's, I really liked the things that I did collect were some of the like the message big board, and the more things that were kind of allowed me to kind of make fun stuff, like this Journal of the Scots sign that I have hanging, hashtag dot squad. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've done some videos dedicated to dots, and I think it's kind of an area of expertise. When it came out, I collected all the series 1 through 7. I haven't yet, and I will collect all of the series 8. Hopefully those will go on sale. I usually don't collect almost anything within Lego right away. I'm a little bit of a late because I wait for deals. And I haven't seen deals on this quite yet. And I imagine that with this being announced discontinued, that the deals to kind of clear the shelf and make room for other themes is going to be a thing. So it's just, and again, like, here, I'll put this here. But there's just too much emphasis on these jewelry boxes and jewelry this and patches and bracelets and all that. I feel like the theme could have had a little bit more appeal if it had, again, less, pastel influences and stuff like that, and expanded its horizons past that. So, but I will say, I'm disappointed. Now I have a great plate collection. Like there's glow in the dark circulars, and there's some really sneaky things. In fact, even I forget which, this is series 4 or 5. Just great, even texturing and those types of things. In terms of with the wedges and what I call igloo parts. Again, I think they started repeating colors and doing different things. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I totally get putting more, gender appropriate. I don't think Lego should go there. I think they should just throw different colors out there and let the cards fall. I mean, I know they're trying to. That's a hard area to compete against Barbie, who's probably all pink still. They may do some blue, but they, again, I think Lego could have made it. It really needs to be all about the tile and the plates and doing fun, creative things. And I think they kind of put the theme in a box in a sense with these like jewelry boxes and different things. And I don't know, like, how are you going to get excited about a box? Like, okay, all right. So if you make one jewelry box, are you going to get another one? Probably not. But if somebody's army building, I'm going to get 20 battle packs if you get my drift as far as where I'm going. Would I get 20 of these lettering kits because it's a great deal on the plates, and for me to make something really cool? I don't know if I would, right? I'd want a deal. I'd probably want to get, this for like $10, something along those lines. Because it's almost, the piece part ratio needs to be pretty good. Otherwise, why not just go to Bricklink? Why not go to a lug or, some other method? One thing that the Lego group could do is really use this as a way to shift the focus to the Pick-a-Brick wall. Why not expand their Pick-a-Brick walls? I think the Pick-a-Brick wall is a phenomenal value, especially for the smaller parts. One of the thoughts that I had is that kind of like, these parts are almost like candy, to me. I feel like they could almost create like a tower where you just kind of like pour the tiles into your cup, and then that's, and maybe they make it a special price. Maybe it's a little bit different. I don't know, but I think that would be the way to go. Let you kind of grab the tile colors and the plates, the circular plates or whatever you need, and then obviously maybe separately they have like a plate pack, right, of this style stuff that you could get real cheap, for you to kind of use as a base and kind of use your creativity. So, and I don't really know why they would go for kids being for these, because it's definitely hard to navigate, taking tiles off and on, right? I know there's the key tool that I should have probably had out. That was a pretty cool thing within Dots. Most of the packs have that tool included. I wonder if this one does as well, but at least the bigger sets did, and that's a nice way to pop tiles real fast. It's hard for adults sometimes to kind of pop tiles and pop the plates, so I can only imagine with kids probably get frustrated, and it's probably not their favorite arts and crafts project that they did. Again, the themes probably should have been where they spent a lot of their time to create those like Star Wars dots and Harry Potter dots, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Star Wars or Harry Potter, but they could have kind of built it in a way where it was very like, kind of expanding upon those themes, right? With Star Wars, you could have had, all sorts of different, there's so many 1x printed tiles used all the time, and you could use them to supplement a lot of the mocks. You can never have enough black, dark gray, the dark reds. You can't have enough of those colors. White even is amazing. So with that, that's kind of my thoughts on the end of the era, the end of Dots. It's really kind of the end of the pandemic era. I think Lego probably did very well in the beginning of this theme, but realized it was going to run out of steam if they kept kind of trying to attack that arts and crafts. I knew that because it wasn't selling in Michael's. In fact, the really funny story about, I wasn't going to collect the full Dots. I was going to get a couple packs every time. There was, I forget, it was like series, one of the early series. I was like, man, this is really kind of cool because there was some unique parts. But then I went into Michael's and they had Dots packs for $1. And I remember Ronnie and from Builder Buds was like, hey, there's, check your Michael's because there's the dot packs for $1. And actually, I think this jewelry pack stand was $5. So this is normally $20, which is way overpriced. And they had it for $5. They only had one left, so I grabbed this. And then I didn't grab every pack, but I grabbed like most of the packs. And actually, yeah, in fact, from that I used those dots to make my fun little JOTS or JOTS sign. I was even thinking the other day, does that ruin my branding? Because essentially I'm kind of tying myself to dots, but maybe it'll just kind of be in memory of where Dots was, so I'll put that right there. Good old Dots. Dots will last forever. I think the influence will, so appreciate Amy, Laura, and the other designer. I can't pronounce her name. It's awesome that they came up with this theme. I consider it successful, but again, I think it was a slight miss and just a overall more of a more of a marketing miss, in my opinion. And they probably could have really changed it up and put it more into some of the themes that are already like. My thing is that you should always drive to the core of what you're strong at, and that's the creativity, maybe that classic, and really it's that extra small piece division of the classic brick. So with that, that's all. Thank you so much for all the Dot Squatters on joining me and supporting me. Make sure to like, subscribe. I love to hear your comments and feedback on Dots. I'm sure there's a lot of thoughts and opinions out there, so let me know what you think, and we'll catch you on the next video. Maybe Dots, I don't know. Bye for now.